As we know, this world is full of mysteries. So from a mysterious figure appearing on CCTV to an entity caught on video, here we have 5 unsolved mysteries. This video was sent to me by a subscriber named Josh. The video was taken in a cemetery in Hudson, Wisconsin on the 10th of October 2002. While in the cemetery, he was filming with his friends. He didn't realise it at the time, but when he reviewed the footage, he captured some mysterious figures. 10 minutes into the video, you can see something come in and out of the frame on the left hand side. He said that it wasn't his friends and nobody was that close to the camera at the time. Further into the video, it looks like he captured a full apparition. The transparent figure can be seen walking past the camera. Josh is looking for answers, so if you have any ideas as to what it is he captured, let him know in the comments. This video was uploaded by King Brian. The clip shows a mysterious figure suddenly appearing on his CCTV camera. I asked him to provide a description of the video and he said the following. The video was recorded in Ireland at my apartment block, which also has a car park. I was on the phone at the time and noticed this light that appeared. When I look closer, the light resembles the shape of a person. After a short amount of time, the figure vanished. I went outside to have a look and nobody was around. I had a local medium take a look and they agreed the clip did show a humanoid figure. It was taped on the 28th of October 2017 at 11:58 PM. The whole experience lasted for around 5 minutes. I know it was something paranormal as I've never seen anything happen on the camera like this before. I personally don't know what to make of it. It does look strange the way the figure suddenly appears. Take a look and let me know what you think. The Burrunjaw is an Australian dinosaur cryptid that resembles the theropod dinosaur Tyrannosaurus rex, but it could also be a dinosaur that we do not know from the fossil record. The Burrunjaw is described as being a giant lizard according to Aboriginal mythology. Based on sightings, it's 25 feet long and has small clawed hands and walks on 2 bipedal legs. Through the 1950s, Australian cattle ranchers have reported a large creature leaving bipedal tracks that was eating their livestock. Also, earlier Aboriginal accounts suggest that it's a reptilian animal that ate kangaroos. If it weren't for the bipedal footprint sightings, the Bonneville could also be a megalania, a prehistoric giant monitor lizard that lived in the area more recently based on the Aboriginal description. The last sighting of the Bonneville happened in 1985, when a family was travelling to Roper River and they reported seeing a 20-foot-long monster covered in feathers. There has been no sightings of this creature in more than 30 years, at least no one that has seen it and come forth. This has led many to think that if it does not exist, it has since become extinct. Roughly 71% of Earth's surface is covered by water. While scientists have been studying our planet for centuries, much has been learned in recent decades by studying pictures of Earth from space. Earth spins on an imaginary line called an axis that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole, while also orbiting the Sun. Scientists think Earth was formed at roughly the same time as the Sun and other planets some 4.6 billion years ago, when the solar system merged from a giant rotating cloud of gas and dust known as the solar nebula. As the nebula collapsed because of its gravity, it spun faster and faster and flattened into a disk. Most of the material was pulled towards the centre to form the Sun. Nearly every organism on Earth lives with the help of oxygen in some way, either by consuming it or producing it. That was the reason everyone was shocked when the first oxygen-free animals were found deep in the Mediterranean Sea. While some bacteria and other simple organisms can live without oxygen, the phenomenon was unheard of among complex multicellular animals. The newly discovered creatures are from the Lorcifera phylum, a class of tiny animals that once used to live on oxygen but eventually adapted to the new environment when oxygen levels dropped and were replaced by salts. No complex organism has previously been known to live in oxygen-free environments, and we have no idea about their evolutionary history. More research could offer us a look into marine life before the oceans had any oxygen, some 600 million years ago. The July 1889 find in Nampa, Idaho of a small human figure during a well drilling operation caused intense scientific interest last century. Unmistakably made by human hands, it was found at a depth of 320 feet, which would appear to place its age far before the expected arrival of man in this part of the world. This is according to accepted evolutionary dating techniques. Although all but forgotten by the general scientific community, the evidence when viewed without evolutionary bias still sounds convincing over a century after its discovery. The small doll is composed of half clay and half quartz, and according to experts it was not the product of a small child or amateur, but made by a true artist. Though badly battered by time, the doll's appearance is still distinct. It has a bulbous head with barely discernible mouth and eyes, broad shoulders and short thick arms. There are also faint geometric markings on the figure, which represent either clothing patterns or jewellery. They are found mostly on the chest, around the neck and on the arms and wrist. The doll is the image of a person of a high civilization. Unlike the many ancient human artifacts and bone finds in the Goldbrain gravels in the Sierra Nevada mountains of California last century, the Nampa image was a sole clue to an ancient landscape now buried deeply under the surface. As such, it's more difficult to claim it's excellent evidence of ancient man in North America. Nevertheless, the evidence for the genuineness of the Tampa image seems weighty. The condition of the image would present a very sophisticated challenge for someone of the early frontier. Furthermore, while one might envision a motive for a hoax, the people involved were always described as citizens of stature in the community and trusted in their words. So that was 5 unsolved mysteries that still need answers. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more countdown videos.